What is happening? Good evening, YouTube. So we are 50 minutes away, 50 minutes away from 2025. And if you'd asked me a few years ago, would I be sat in front of a camera making a YouTube video on New Year's Eve, I probably would have laughed at you. My New Year's Eves used to look a lot different. I used to be surrounded by friends, family, and having a good time. But this year, my life changed. I entered 2024 basically on my own. I just got out of a relationship. I was learning how to co-parent, how to raise a child on my own, deal with a child that was grieving a life that she once had. I've struggled financially. I've been jobless. I've struggled to keep this roof over my head. I've had to seek help just to get food on the table. It's been a pretty shit year. And I'll forever be grateful to the family that have helped me keep this roof over my head and to the Royal British Legion, which have helped me out massively with getting food to feed my daughter, which I'm quite embarrassed to say, but it's just the fucking truth. It took me a while to put my pride to one side to get the help, but I did, and I'll be forever fucking grateful. But this video isn't about getting sympathy. This is life. We'll always get curveballs thrown at us. 2024 was 2024. And in 49 minutes' time, it will all be in the fucking past. And I can say that was so last year. But I'm making this video tonight for accountability of myself. I want to be able to, in 365 days' time, turn around and watch this video back and be like, fucking hell, we've come a long way. So this is why I'm making the video, to be accountable. And I'm going to talk about some goals that I've got. Now, I don't believe in the whole new year, new me bullshit. I am who I am because of all the stuff that I've gone through. We're always going to have difficult times. You've got to take the rough with the smooth. We're going to have highs, we're going to have lows, and everything in between. But for me, 2025 is the year of growth, personally, with business, just in general, and seeking challenges and bettering myself. The first thing that I want to do is this. I want to upload more YouTube videos, and I'm aiming to do at least one a week where it's adding value. This could be a military training video. It might even be a day in the life, which I know is more about me. I don't know. I've got a little plan, but I want to aim for at least one YouTube video a week. Now, when it comes to social media on the same topic, I'm currently, as it stands right this second, we are on 2,139 followers on Instagram. And I want this to be 10K by the end of next year, which I genuinely think with the right sort of content and the consistency is very achievable. So I need 7,861 more. It's not a lot, right? And don't get me wrong, I know on Instagram, on social media, it's just a fucking number. That's all it really is. And it's more of an ego thing. I mean, I wouldn't be showing you Tinder date like, but it's just one of those things. But with a following comes opportunities from different people, businesses, etc. But it also enables you, me, to be seen because I want to grow an online presence in order to grow my online coaching. Fitness has saved me in many ways, and it's the only thing that really keeps me sane. You know, for that, there are a lot of people out there who understand that for that hour and a half that I'm in the gym, my head's empty. I don't have any problems, and I'm just lifting something heavy, putting it back down, and it makes me feel good. And I want to help as many people realize this themselves. Looking good from training, you know, training right, eating right, and looking good. It's just a byproduct. There's so much more to fitness than just looking good. So yeah, that's my aim when it comes to Instagram. Whilst on the topic of fitness and my training, this past few years, it's kind of been like not going through the motions. I always try and push myself at every session that I do, but there's not really been a purpose, never really been an end goal. And it's been like that for like I said, for the past year, maybe, 2 years, maybe slightly longer. So I want to do a Hyrox. And I've slated a few people for Hyrox, but I genuinely like the look of it. I did a Hyrox session with Lenny, one of the F45 coaches, a few weeks ago, and I loved it. Genuinely did. I was hanging out. I love being in the locker. I feel like you learn a lot about yourself when you're in the locker, and I loved it. It was hard. It was good. And after it, I felt sick. I do think it'll be a doubles that I'm going to enter first. I've already found my partner and I've already messaged him. I hope he remembers in the morning because we spoke about this on New Year's Eve. But it was earlier on in the day, so I'd like to think he'll remember. And potentially abroad. So, yeah, stand by for that. I'm not sat here saying I'm going to be a podium guy. Not at all. I want to train for it. I want to set a standard or a time that I want to achieve, and I want to achieve it. Anything more than that is a plus. I've had a good positive start. I've signed up 3 clients today. So it's a very positive start going into 2025. And it'll be good to see where we go from here, really. 2024 has been one big fucking lesson. And I can't wait in, 44 minutes to put it all behind me. But if there's one thing I am proud of this year, it's that I've made those hard decisions, which in the past the old me wouldn't have. For example, when it came to DPD and they fucking rinsed me and I lost a lot of cash, the old me would have just been like, fuck it, let's just keep going, let's just be unhappy forever, whatever. But I made that decision and I left, and I've ended up working in a job that I absolutely fucking love. Instructing fitness, taking classes. I love it. It makes me feel fucking whole again, which I know sounds really weird, but I'm a weird guy. And also personally, that I had to make a hard decision, which I know long term is the right decision for both myself and Aria. But it still made it a hard decision. But 2025, I'm genuinely positive about, and I really think it's my year. Now, fingers crossed, in 365 days' time, I'm not sat here in a blubbering mess or living out of a cardboard box, touch wood. But that's not the plan. I ain't going to let that happen. I've got a little girl that depends on me and it has to fucking work. So yeah, this is just my short video, more for me, to keep myself accountable. I don't care how many views this video gets. If you are watching, you've watched it this far, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. It'll be much appreciated. But this video is to keep myself accountable so I can look back in 365 days' time and be like, how much have I achieved? But that being said, we are 42 minutes away from 2025. So yeah, I hope you've all had a good new year. I hope you've all stayed safe. And Happy New Year, I suppose. And let's see what 2025 has in store.